There are truly no words. So I'm wrapping up my second week here in Italy, and I decided to just have like a lazy pizza night at home. This pizza has a literal chokehold on me. It's from a place called Margherita Pizza in Bra. Anytime I've been eating pizza, it's been this one. It's truly the best. It's super simple. It's literally just pesto, prosciutto, stracciatella cheese, and a focaccia crust. No tomato sauce, nothing. It's just completely perfect the way it is. I figured I would tell you a little bit more about myself. I haven't really spoken to the camera and talked about myself much before here ever. I don't have a pizza cutter, so this is gonna have to do. Oh my gosh. It never fails. Truly never fails. Normally I like to pair my pizza with a crispy Diet Coke, but Diet Coke isn't a thing here in Italy. So Coke Zero it is. Okay, so if you're new here, my name is Christina. I was born and raised in Miami, Florida, but I had been living in Orlando, Florida for the past 10 years. And as of 2 weeks ago, I have been living in Italy now. If you follow me while I was living in Orlando, I spent the last 6 years doing restaurant and travel content around Orlando, the theme parks, all that kind of stuff. My handle was O-Town Fork. It was truly such an incredible journey, and I'm really blessed that I got to do that. So I moved to Italy to attend the University of Gastronomic Sciences. They have a food communication and marketing program, and as soon as I found out about this, I was like, I need to do this. I'm 29, about to be 30 in a couple of weeks actually. For the last few years, I'm feeling a little lost. Super grateful, like not a day went by that I wasn't super grateful for the position I was in and getting to do the content and getting to do all of that kind of stuff. But I had just been feeling for some reason in my mid-20s like I was already this old lady, which looking back is just such a silly way to think. Even like at 27 or whatever, I was just like, oh, well, it's too late for me now to like change my career or go back to school or do anything like that. But then one day at like 29 and a half, I kind of just came to the stark realization, like, wait a second, like, I'm still so young. I still have my whole life ahead of me. You know, who am I really living for? Kind of gave me the courage and the realization, like, I need to live my life on my terms. And if living abroad is something that I've always wanted to try, I figured the best time to do it is yesterday, but the second best time to do it is now. Somehow those stars all aligned. I was able to get into this program, and it's truly been like the biggest blessing of my life. Man, the crust on this thing is so good, I can't even tell you. I mean, this has been a very transformative time in my life. I've been kind of in the midst of a lot of personal things, and yeah, and I'm just so lucky that now that I get to be here. And also I just really wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to experience what it was like to live outside of Florida, first of all. And also just the experience of moving to another country where you don't speak the language. It's been a process trying to figure all that out, as well as all the coursework now for this program. I graduated with my bachelor's degree in 2018, and then I did an online master's that I finished back in 2021. So it's been a while since I've been sitting down in a class doing this kind of coursework and discussions and really trying to absorb all of this information, and it's definitely been humbling. I've been humbled a lot these past couple of weeks, but more than anything, I feel this self-assuredness now. And I think that's what's making me so excited to finally turn 30. Because turning 30 was something that I had feared for so long. These past few years leading up to it, I'm like, oh my God, I'm nearing 30. Like, I felt like this like imposter syndrome. I'm like, I'm not meant to be a 30-year-old. I'm not grown enough for this. And I mean, of course, like, I think I had just been so insecure for so many years. Now, like, I feel comfortable in my skin in a way that I just hadn't before. It's been a really nice feeling, a very new feeling. It's just kind of like you wake up one day and you kind of see things through different eyes. I also just came to the realization that the only thing scarier than like rejection or challenges or anything like that is living with regret, living with the what if. And right now I was in a point in my life where I didn't have like really any huge responsibilities or anything like that holding me back. So I'm like, this is the time to do it. This is the time to change my life, try something different. And if it ends up not being for me, I can always go back. But I'm really looking forward to seeing where the wind takes me. I really love the pesto that they use here. I don't know. I think it's homemade, but it's some really bomb pesto. I kind of mentioned before, from Miami, Cuban family, so I am Latina. Already having known Spanish has made learning Italian also a little bit easier, at least. I feel like if I was going into it with a zero basis of any kind of Spanish or anything like that, it would have been a lot more difficult. So I'm definitely really grateful for that. I moved to Orlando when I was 18 to do the Disney College program, as a lot of people do. And for years, I thought that I was just gonna try to climb up the Disney ladder. And my original goal was to retire with Disney and try to do that for my career. Then I started my food page at the end of 2019. It was right before COVID started. And I didn't really think much of it. It was just pictures back then, and it was just pictures of the food. I never ever had any interest in incorporating my face or doing anything like that or being an influencer in that regard. It was just kind of something that happened over time. And truthfully, it's been a really great learning experience for me. It pushed me out of my comfort zone in a way you wouldn't believe. People might not know this about me. I'm actually pretty shy, especially in group settings. Public speaking is like my worst nightmare. Something that's been a bit of a struggle for me ever since I was a kid. I've made leaps and bounds since then, and I'm really proud of myself, but it is something that I still struggle with even to this day. But as Instagram had kind of shifted from photos to reels, I really wasn't happy about that change in the beginning. I was like, okay, they move with or without me. If this is what I love doing, if this is my passion, if this is like what I want to kind of continue to do, like I just kind of got to roll with it. And even in my videos, I never really showed myself or did voiceovers. I wasn't really interested in doing any of that in the beginning. Over time, I started to kind of slowly incorporate myself into the content because I noticed that, of course, having that human element makes a difference. I know not everybody feels this way, and I know a lot of people hate seeing me eat, and a lot of people hate seeing people eat in general. But I would have people tell me they like the parts where I'm biting the food. There is something about watching people eat. It's just fascinating. It's one of those things that you kind of just can't look away, I guess. But doing these kinds of things, I feel like what it really taught me was, just kind of how to have thicker skin. Because as my following began to grow, of course, like what kind of comes with that, not everybody's gonna like it, and not everybody's gonna have something nice to say. And when I first started getting like negative comments, which again, to this day, I'm so lucky, it's pretty few and far between. For the most part, people are so nice to me, and I don't know what I did to deserve that, but it's been such a blessing. The few times I would get negative comments, it was very jarring for me in the beginning. It really did hurt my feelings a lot. I'm pretty sensitive, but nowadays, of course I'm human, it still hurts, but I've kind of learned to brush it off, and ultimately, I understand at the end of the day that not everybody's gonna like me. That is perfectly okay. Having that skill set has helped me on this journey to becoming kind of more of a self-assured person. Of course, there's still a lot that I'm figuring out, but I am starting to feel more confident in myself and feel a little more like a real adult now. Something that just seemed so scary to me for such a long time now is something that I'm actually really looking forward to. The girl I was, especially in my earlier 20s and stuff like that, of course, I'm still the same at my core, but in a lot of ways, I don't really recognize her that much anymore. But even now, filming a video like this is something that's always been way outside of my comfort zone, but I'm learning, and it's something that I want to get better at doing, and it's something I've been wanting to get better at doing since the beginning. I've always admired people that can go and just talk to a camera like it's the most effortless thing in the world. And ultimately, the reason that I wanted to do this whole master's program in the first place is because I see every single course that I have, and all of them sound very genuinely interesting. And the courses that I'm taking now, I've already learned so much. And aside from the coursework itself, just being in this country and being in this university where everybody's so passionate about the same thing, I've had a lot of really thought-provoking conversations just with the students, the professors. Everybody is just so smart, so happy, and so grateful to be there. And being amongst these kinds of people, it's truly the greatest privilege of my life. But ultimately, my goal was that I wanted to kind of show up differently on this platform. Not to say that I was showing up inauthentically before. Anytime I would go to any of these restaurants or anything like that, I would never post something that I don't like. I had zero problems turning down money or opportunities if I just felt it didn't align. Since I had been doing this nonstop, I kind of felt like I had it down to a formula a little bit. And my page, O-Town 4, I almost kind of treated it like an alter ego, my alternate persona. But after a while, I realized I would rather just kind of show up here as myself. and maybe just kind of do things differently. But ultimately, like, my whole goal with all of this, my passions in life are food and travel. And I want to be able to educate and inspire people to go out and try a different type of cuisine, or to try out a new local business, or just to find beloved local businesses that might fly under the radar, to find hopefully their new favorite food, and just to kind of like inspire you to get out there and escape your comfort zone and see a new place. You know, we're only here once and life is short. I know I'm not exactly linear with my storytelling, and I've been a little bit all over the place. If you have any questions, if you think you might want to do something like this one day, I definitely do want to share a lot more information about the whole process and what it's like living abroad, you know, kind of what that journey is looking like for me. I want to share the ups and the downs. You know, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, of course. So I do want to share a lot of the realities of it. Right now, it's still a little bit soon to tell. I'm still kind of acclimating. I still have there's still a lot going on, even just getting like fully adjusted here. But that is something that I definitely want to share more of. If at any point anybody has any questions, or if I could be of some kind of help or inspiration or whatever it is, like, I'm more than happy to help any way I can. I would love to convince people to try something like this if this is something that, you know, has been on your bucket list or something that your heart is pulling you towards, because that's how I had been feeling for years, and I'm just so happy that I took this leap of faith. But anyways, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to me. I hope that I'm getting my point across okay. I can't even tell you what a blessing all of this has been for me, and truly not a single second goes by that I don't think about how truly blessed I am to be here and to be doing all of this and to be eating this pizza right now. It's truly beyond. But yeah, thank you. See you soon.